Hi, hello, I'm Wolfgang from Assault Games, and today I want to try something new out. I call it now Assault Sitrep, so acronym for Situation Report, and I want to inform you all where we are, who we are, what we are doing, and I think I can update such kind of media from time to time. So let us start with our first Assault Sitrep. Yes, who we are. So for all of you do not know this, so we started in 21, founding Assault Games after years of development and design for the Assault tactical system. And to bring up Red Horizon, we started Assault Games and started with a Kickstarter in 2020 to get some money up for publishing Red Horizon. And the most design work is done by Erich and me. He's a friend from our school time, so we know each other 30 years plus. We both have military background, and so we have a lot of knowledge about how to deal with tactics and so on. And it's a passion since I can think doing with him, thinking about concepts and designing some games. And with Red Horizon, it is one of our ideas, first ideas to realize and got it on the table. Of course, we have a good friend of us, Michael. I call him the bad conscience because he is a really well experienced board gamer and tabletop player. And he brings in a lot of experience and ideas how to streamline games and to get a right mix between playability and smooth gameplay. So thanks for Michael at this place supporting us from time to time. Yeah, we published, as I said, Red Horizon 41, and soon after this, we published an expansion dealing with tactical air and off-board artillery support. Red Horizon 41 is currently sold out, but I will mention it later. We plan a possible reprint in, I would say, around 2025. Last year, in 2023, we successfully founded our new module called Sicily 43 Gela Beachhead, featuring the US landings at the harbor town Gela on the southern coast of Sicily to open up the door to Fortress Europe. More in the next slides. And an update is, of course, went through the news. We signed last year after Essen, the big convention in Germany for board games. I signed a cooperation agreement with Uwe, who is the CEO of Sound of Drums. They're doing a lot of historical games, and we shared a letter of intent, signed a letter of intent to share the work load. So now we are take care about all the design authority, and developing new things. I will support, of course, in kind of marketing, like today here, and taking care about all the network customer questions and so on. And Uwe takes over in future all the production issues, the logistic issues, distribution, and a lot of sales and marketing. So really look forward to get rid of some work which has to be done, but I can now focus more or less on development. So this is good news for us, and I think good news for you as a player and a fan of our games. Yeah, on what we are working. I call it a dev roadmap, development roadmap, and I want to share some thoughts on what we are working actually. So the Assault Tactical series now consisting of Red Horizon and the expansion for Red Horizon. We are still in doing last work on the Sicily 43 Gela Beachhead model, but we have started already other things, as mentioned on the right side. And on the next slide, I will dive in a little bit on each of these items on the right side. So the Gela Beachhead project, now we finished of course all the things around the rules and all the campaign plots. This is all the content is finished now, but due to the cooperation with Sound of Drums, we will partly rework all of the artwork to get some more consistency and some more nice and shiny look. Also the box artwork will change completely. I'm currently waiting for the first drafts to see how it looks like, but be sure this box will much more or looks much even better than actual. But nevertheless we are good in time. We have enough time to start a last final production sample, which we await till March, April. I will of course feature this in a separate news letter, and of course then after this, if all the issues we want to have solved are done, we will go into the mass production, and the second half of 2024 will be of course the delivery phase, and then we will be in our planned time line and plan. So let us wait for the really cool and big and huge and heavy new game Assault Sicily 43 Gela Beachhead. And because I have to wait to till all the artwork is done, I will take care for new things. And one thing which we have teased already is the Primosole Bridge expansion, featuring the Battle of Primosole Bridge on Sicily from the 14th to 17th July. And therefore the factions we integrate here is of course the German Luftwaffe Fallschirmjäger Regiment 3, the British Commonwealth paratroopers, and of course some Canadian formations. So around about 50 new unit type will come up with this model. And of course our core idea is always featuring campaigns and dynamic campaigns in which players can experience not only linear campaign playing one scenario after another. We have a dynamic campaign, and this consists now 10 battles over 4 days with limited resources. We want to set up on the Gela Beachhead campaign, which is close to the same, but now we have 10 battles out of 19 depending on what you achieve in the former battle. You can see here some examples of the really nicely done artwork from Michael, our artist, and you can see some pages out of the campaign book now, the introduction page with all the historical data. We have researched the last months and I would say the last year in parallel to Gela Beachhead, and of course some tactical map on the middle, in one which you can see the first day, the 14th of July, and the places where the battles took, where the battles done at that time. We're featuring also, you can see the right lower side on the middle picture, we have historically based battles of course, and because of the dynamic campaign you can achieve fictional battles which are close to the historic, but probably if you are better as a defender you can of course get into some fictional battles, but this is part of a dynamic campaign to be even better than your historic predecessor. So also you can see the first map tile, the Primosole Bridge. I really love this artwork. Michael does a really cool job, and yes, really look forward to jump in on the bridge and fight to get over there. Yeah, one idea was growing as a last year, talking to a lot of people, collecting feedback from Red Horizon players, and yeah, the idea was growing up last year to do something like a starter kit. But probably you want to take a short look inside our system, and the idea was born to work on such kind of starter kit. It's a smaller box with a story-based learning campaign. You can play standalone, and so I'm just drafting this learning book. You can see some example slides out of that book. This brings you, of course, in the position to learn step by step how the system works, and you have in parallel nicely a story-based campaign. Brings you in the situation of a squad leader and later on platoon leader, and therefore you can learn and read in and experience a really nice short story. We will do this campaign or replace this setup. So around in 1940 in France, so invasion of France. Therefore, I bought some more books for my library now, and regarding all the Western operations. So stay tuned. I would say we are already 20%. This will take some more time. But I'm really happy to have now a concept how I want to do this, and the rest is of course depending on my time when I can work on this. Stay tuned. I will update if I have news on this. And we get a lot of demands for Red Horizon 41, and because it's sold out, I want to say we had a small print run at that time. It was our first model, our first year starting a known company called Assault Games. Everything was overwhelming, and so this small print run is now sold out, and that is a really cool result. So I take all the feedback, and I'm thankful for everything every email I get, or in the forum, every post I can read about. Be sure we will make a reprint, but therefore, of course, we want to enrich then this box to be able to have it on the same level like Sicily 43 now with the rule set V2.0. Therefore, we have to do some work for this, and in parallel, if we start the reprint in 25, which is now our plan, we have already begun reading in the Sevastopol campaign in 42, 43, and therefore we want to focus on the battles on strongholds and fortifications. And you see some first artwork below for the German Pioneer, for German Pioneer squad. So you see flamethrower when somebody's throwing a settle charge. So really nicely done, and I really look forward. It's a very interesting campaign. It's not an so much common topic, I guess, and on a tactical level, we have so much things to bring in. For example, I think about fighting for some kind of Maxim Gorky fortress with bunkers and trenches and so on. Yeah, I have a lot of ideas in that, but this is still not ready. I have to read first some more books and all of battles and so on, and Erich is doing some research. But we are on it, and it will come, and of course I will update you too for this. So this was a short view into the future and on what we are working now and where we are. I hope it was interesting for you. Thanks for watching, and just follow us on our media channels. And if there are questions, don't hesitate to write an email to me or a comment. I would be happy to see you in the next update, and therefore I wish you a nice day. Bye bye.